It has been a crazy week.
For real?
For real. Not crazy na like crazy layer nzitupa tupa but
But the crazy.
like crazy for me imekuwa crazy like hectic sana.
Why?
Like a lot of work. Nimekuwa na sessions mingi. Yeah, but mostly like to talking to children. And I think change been happening like the highlight of my week me I get kuona like una get kindness from people you didn't expect I could get your kindness from. So nilikuwa napanda gari like kuja home it was around 9 and gari ilikuwa imejaa nilikuwa napanda around 9 town. So gari imepark. The only seat imebaki ni seat yenye there's this plus size woman na kama kalia viti mbili. So you know like you don't have like universe imesha choose unataka hapo katikati na ni zile viti za watu watatu. Zile viti za watu watatu so like I have to sit in the middle. So I'm like kind of share. Nikaeka bag yangu hapo juu. Nika prepare like hiyo psychological kujiprepare kufinywa but makaamka nikani excuse. Actually nilizo nitaje nambia nitwa Mwende kaniambia nitwa Grace and it's like unaweza kaa akanipea space alafu yeye alijisqueeze so most of her body ilikuwa hapo katikati and it's like you know it's okay like si must like akasema no I'm fine it's fine. Actually sikufinya the whole ride home. So it was so nice, yeah.
Nice whole thought, yeah. So I'm the one to go next. Okay. So I feel like when we talk about our highlights, we're just going to be talking about matatus a lot. So this is what I experienced. Not a good thing, but I feel like I don't know why people take matatus to make like important calls. Because for me, I'd wait for a quiet matatu. Then when I enter, sit next to someone who is making a call kutoka tupande hadi tushuke. Like you definitely know this, but you'll know this person where he was or whatever he's going through at the moment. When you're just listening to the calls that he's making and all that, and you have some people who are like so loud, and then I'm just like, I feel like because this is a public vehicle, if you need to make a very long call, okay. If you need to make a very long call, phone call, like a phone. If you need to make a very long phone call,
Yeah.
please just do it at home or maybe in your own car because I feel like nimesimama kwa stage for me to get a quiet matatu so that maybe I can read a book. Maybe I've had a very busy day just trying to nimenyamaza alafu nifike home vizuri. And then something else that was so interesting to me that I found out this
you wrote all these things down.
Not just one so that I don't forget is that guys in Nairobi are listening to more Heartbreak compared to the ladies. So this is a data found by Spotify. So the guys 107%, the guys and ladies the guys 107% and then the ladies 105%.
Wait.
And it has increased by 189 since from last year.
2024.
So Nairobi men are listening to more heartbreaks compared to the ladies.
But unajua men wanakuanga na side nigga zinakuwa pia I think pia nilikuwa nayo hivi. But see men wako na side nigga hours. So I think that's when they get to compile those music and listen to them.
Don't you feel it's because ladies are cheating more compared to the men now?
Okay. Doesn't know about cheating. I feel it's because men process the emotions tense, like
okay.
alone.
Yeah,
so I feel they listen to more heartbreak songs compared to us ladies. Me nikiwa heartbroken nita hit up Mumbi, I'll hit up Precious. You know.
Sad songs and heartbreak songs. Hata nikiwa okay.
So should I find again?
No, honestly, I know there are people like me out there when tunasikizanga just sad songs for no reason. And they after rap yangu ya last year, 2024, Spotify rap yangu after imetokea. Hey, but this Spotify should be me. Wow. Hizo hours zilikuwa mingi. I shared like the whole Wrapped kwa story yangu Instagram, and one of my friends responded, ndio maana tukupeangi ox or atukuachangi tucheze music, because my top 5 songs only one was inside.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot to take in, but you do you.
Yeah, but no, they're soothing in some way. Nika watch crime documentary pia. It's soothing in a way.
Yeah,
the same
true,
way.
yeah.
Sometimes sad
Yeah,
songs.
true,
Yeah.
true.
Maybe my highlights of my week. My week has had like pretty moments. So I started this series, a personal series called Today's Destination.
Wait, you know movie?
No,
Her
personal series, like a series of
Actually, check out
adventures. Okay, it's a series of adventures. I started it on Monday last week, so I've been doing it on a daily, and then I found out, guys, there's so many cute places around where I've been. Wow. So I was going for evening walks and then take like cute photos. If you've been seeing my
wow.
status and my stories, I've been grading like 6 photos of each day, and most of them are flowers, gardens. Like it's so botanical and so pretty. Nature is so pretty, and it was so peaceful. And I'm so excited for next week. Also, during one of those, another highlight came up. I was walking, and then this madam akanisimamisha. Like this person alinijua under mask. Nilikuwa na walk kan nimevaa mask na kofia. And then anakuja, and then she was like,
Is this it going where I'm thinking it's going? Okay. Just
Okay, why would you walk like that?
see, cause nilikuwa nataka tu kuenda niko in my zone. So nilikuwa navaa mask, pods and kofia.
Utaki mtu akusumbue.
I'm sure.
And the only thing
I'm
the only thing I was doing is taking photos, and watu walikuwa wanaangalia nikawa je na mtu akipiga picha za like
I think they're just wondering who is this person that has covered their face and they're taking photos.
Also, I think people are not used to someone akivaa mask siku hizi. So I think that's also another reason. But it was nice.
Oh.
Stucky attention, like stucky.
I
All
feel-
right.
I think it's
feel-
because we squeeze one in there okay with our mask.
Ni mask, nose mask.
I'm
Bro.
feeling a lot of people
Yeah,
have
that's
a nose
nose mask.
mask. I'm a surgical mask. Wakiwa na homa. I've seen that a lot,
Yeah.
but I feel you're doing 2 things that shouldn't go hand in hand.
Like what?
Unakaa thug, umejipresent ka thug, and then we're taking photos of innocent things.
Trees and flowers and sunsets.
Okay, that's
How is
awkward.
that?
I mean, I feel it
Suspicious.
awkward. Yeah.
I won't stop though. I'll still do that next week. So follow for more. So this mavas mamisha's me. Miss Kwanme, like nilikuwa in my zone, Kwanme recognize. It's someone I know.
Oh, wow.
So and she goes like, nimekujua through macho yako.
Okay.
Then nika like pause music, and then I nika recognize ni nani. And then it was so nice realizing some people don't forget the little things about
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, true.
It's been, the last time I saw her was like 7 years ago, or 7+ years ago. Honestly, the last time I saw her nilikuwa high school. And then she just comes, and then we talk for a bit, and then she's like, there's something there's something I remember you loved. And then she akanishika mkono, tukaenda kwa duka, got me a Fanta orange.
Oh, nice.
And then she's like, I do still love them. And I was like, yes. And mtu atujonana all these years, and the first thing ameniona, one amenirecognize through macho,
true.
and the second thing is amekumbuka amekumbuka this girl loved Fanta orange.
Orange.
And it was so nice.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Hakuna memory poa.
I know, nilisikia vizuri. I think I took the best photos that day.
I think it's crazy because saizi ndo najua you love Fanta orange. Acha kuniangalia hivyo. Walai.
Amondi.
I just
Amondi.
know. Mi najua kitu ninapenda like the spices. Ukitiki like spice yenye huwezi kosa kwa food yako. Ile spice ya orange. Inaitwaje?
Turmeric.
Not
Orange ama
turmeric.
yellow? Orange.
Yellow.
Turmeric.
Almost turmeric kama coriander.
Coriander is dania.
Kwa chakula
Kwa
gani?
spice yako yoyote.
Food zangu
Hauwezi
mingi.
kosa kuiweka. Apart from pilipili.
Nilikuwa nasema pilipili. Spice yenye naekanga sana.
Hoho.
Spice like
Ginger.
grounded spice.
Mm.
Curry powder.
Curry powder is yellow.
Cinnamon.
Oh,
Cinnamon.
cinnamon
yellow.
for eggs and toast and those
Yeah,
things.
cinnamon.
Sikuwa
Cinnamon
like
yellow.
all foods. Cinnamon is not yellow.
Yeah.
The cinnamon is brown.
Yeah.
Wanitupa kwa hiyo. Yaani hizo siku zote hujajua napenda Fanta orange. How many times have you found me na Fanta orange? Ama mtu akitoka na mwambie tu unasema Fanta orange.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Now you know.
And now I know.
Yeah. Yes.
So what are we doing during the week?
We posted the here comes the weird part. So guys, we posted, I think most of you not most, some of you changered to our link. We posted links of the craziest revenge and how people got back at their exes and the weird things people did after breakups. And truth be told, some of people out here are rad.
Psychotic.
Some people are psychotic. Like, girlhood is proud though, but
Yeah.
hata shetani anakaa kando ana take notes because
Satan is a person.
if Satan was a I think I'll start with zenye nilicollect.
Okay.
When some people really misbehave, like they use the anonymous link to express
their
feelings
emotions.
and things maybe they always wanted to tell us but they didn't. But it's a safe space, so well and good. It is well. Yes.
But I think people should master the courage, yeah, to just tell someone, "Hi, Mombi, are you texting? Are you talking to someone else right now? Are you dating? Can we be friends?" Hizo vitu zote sijui mbona zilikuwa
But
zimekuja.
I think it's hard to like just lay out your hearts like that.
Why?
Rejection.
How will
People are
basi
afraid of rejection.
sa sitajua when ulikuwa nani, right? The person who sent that sitajua alikuwa nani, right? So haja achieve anything.
So for you, if you liked a guy, you just go straight up to him and like, you take it.
No, that's not our nature. You don't do that. But for the guys, I feel like for me, I don't think I'd in gearbox as someone who sends their friend to come and talk to me. Like, yo, you just have, as a man, you need to have the courage to approach me or approach a lady.
But I feel this to right nature. So this is my question to you. Like, if you liked someone and tumesema like you're not wasting time. So unaweza kuwa na courage ya like just go tell him I like you.
Mi nita-attack nikidefend.
Oh wait, me, I think the only extent I can go is just liking one of your pictures and that's it. Kapish kaput. And I've sent you a message.
Why?
I don't. It's not our nature. It's just not our nature as ladies to go to approach men.
But you know there are relationships out here zenye zimework and it's a lady who approached the guy.
Yeah,
I
don't
feel-
think men would work.
I feel like tukisema its nature is like to make her like ututu boxes zenye.
Can I ask you the same question? Can
It's
you?
patriarchal.
Okay. Can I like approach a guy? Okay.
Ikishaanza hivyo.
Okay. Me, I
So
can't
how do
approach
you-
a guy because I'm scared of him saying
No. Okay.
So how do you think? But then how do guys?
I don't know. I
Do you
think
think
guys
guys can say no?
work on a thick skin, and I think that is where I give men like more points because work on your come and do all these little things, take you out on a date, talk to you, and start a relationship with you. I think Kapondo. Yeah.
Hello. The ability to approach people multiple times, I think, leads to them
Yeah.
easily cheating.
Because they used to it.
They used to like the whole shabang, yeah, approaching a lady, They already have like a manuscript or like a what?
Yeah, even if it leads to more cheating, I feel like they have one is a create a friendships, relationship easily than ladies. Yeah.
Okay.
So the first person, Indo ilikuwa wa.
So me to scare.
So she said, I paid goons to burn down his Kawasaki Ninja 400.
Kawasaki Ninja 400 ni nini?
It's a bike, a sports bike.
Wait a minute.
Hi. Okay. After picture za Kawasaki.
Okay, ndatafuta. Okay, wait, guys.
Yes.
Umesema
Sijamaliza, that was the first beat. I paid Goons to burn down his Kawasaki Ninja 400 that I had contributed 20%.
Oh, okay.
But they felt sorry and took some major parts of it instead. Later on, I went and did some major damages kwake. Major damages kwake. Ended up in a police station. But I know people.
What damages did you do? Like,
I don't know who it is. I can't even ask more about what they did.
okay.
me, my first question for her, where do you get goons in Nairobi?
So umesikia amesema I knew people. Kama anashikwa and alitoka juu she went bado kwa
I understand.
person.
I knew people. Ile yenye unaweza ingia police station utolewa, like that is understandable. Like where do you get goons
But
in
you
Nairobi?
see goons walking around.
Kazi. Maybe yuko Nairobi, maybe because we
Or
really don't
where do you
know
get
money in
goons?
Kenya.
Anyways, I feel we have goons walking around.
Goons, like so you can.
Sasa wewe sasa unaweza enda na collect a gang na iende ifanyie mtu something.
Okay.
Like, are you sure you know such a crowd?
I do. Like, these people you just see walking around, you just talk to them like, niko na kazi kwako. So do this and this, I pay you this and this. And people will do that.
Or a goon is just someone. Anyone when you.
Maybe anyone can.
Ama mimi niko na a weird nini a goon.
But yo,
A goon is just some. I think I can also be a goon. Never too precious. Go to someone's house and do this and that, and then pay me.
True, yeah.
can
okay.
you though?
Okay.
Under what circumstances can you get to that point?
A
Like
goon
going to
is a
someone,
goon.
being a goon.
Or me being a goon. I think it depends. I feel like I really do things for people I love.
Ogopa wasichana warembo.
Nataka kusema nini?
And I feel like if I decided to do that, I don't think naweza mtu anaweza nishuku. Even if I go to the gate na the watchman is like, I'm just like naingia nyumba fulani na fulani, and then if you do all these things, people will be like, ni msichana ndo alifanya hivi kweli. No, they won't definitely suspect.
Again, ogopa wasichana warembo. Because she'll pass off with that.
Okay,
And I really want to know what had this guy done so that.
I will also want to know nini
But
alikuwa
it's
amefanyia
an
to that
ex,
point.
so
Maybe they cheated.
labda, but it's an ex, so you
'Cause-
never want good things for your ex.
But again, the girl contributed 20% to that nini.
So I feel like she was just reclaiming the 20%.
She's not because ilidamajiwa. So sahi iko somewhere probably kwa junkyard ama like maybe hata ikuwa ipatikana tena or
But I
whatever.
feel that person. I know you can be at this point where someone has really wronged you and you're just wondering what you're going to do to them. You can't shika them and beat them, and the way to just feel like relieved and relaxed is to just revenge.
And they
You
also
feel at
went
peace.
to this person's house and like damaged stuff kwa nyumba.
Yeah, haven't you
Oh.
seen like mtu amegonga ameharibu TV, microwaves and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So this person is. I really want to know what the guy did to that. person.
Same. I want to know.
At one point in my life, I've actually helped someone start up life tena. After
Who was?
no, like they called me and they were like, I just need you to come and see what my house looks like. Mi nafika,
Yeah.
every glass thing kwa hiyo nyumba iko chini. Screen, cups, plates, name it. Kila kitu yenye ni ya glass zilikuwanga kwa floor.
I think
And the
it's
guy was
a
just
way of
standing
expressing
there.
anger.
And the lady was not there.
I think it's just a way of
Na
expressing.
imagine walirudiana. Wakarudiana after sasa walirudiananga and then this lady after wamekosana tena
Akafanya hivyo tena.
this lady walikosana tena, so the lady started dating the uncle or the guy,
Okay.
and after that when the guy works like a different location, so the guy went for a business trip Mombasa. Akirudi alitangojekiacheka namuuliza kwa gate, umekujia kiti? And then ako like, nimekujia kiti. Aya, simlihama ni kiti peke yake imebaki. Trust you me, kwa hiyo nyumba ilikuwa imebaki tu kiti, hata nguo zake hakuwa like ilikuwa tu kiti and nguo zenye ako nazo, and that's it.
Okay. But me understand when women get angry, like lazima tuwa burst.
Yeah, and
I've
this
seen
means
most
they
women burst.
piled the anger. Yeah.
But I think women were poorly because that lady honestly, ungeshuku that lady could do that. I knew her. She looked friendly and all that. She felt friendly. Unakuja unaambia msichana ndo anafanyanga hizi vitu, unaangalia mwenye amefanya, unaangalia kenye imefanywa.
Okay.
Yep.
So I think I'll just read the next one. I think this is something that we've always had people talking about and all that. So someone just sent this message without any filter and all that. They just said, by fucking her best friend. Yeah. And this leads me to asking a lot of questions. So, how do I phrase this question? Okay, so my question is on the best friend side. How would you take it if I'm your best friend and I slept with your man?
We're not best friends anymore.
Because I feel like kwa nini nakubali kutumika kukuhurt?
That means walikuwa wanatakana even before. This is just an excuse for them to fuck.
But I feel like this is something that has been happening from
This is something that happens a lot. I feel we need to have a male guest. When you clarify, because I've seen a lot of situations, a best friend and maybe a friend's boyfriend, and it's crazy. It's crazy because girl code inakuanga like I can't be friends with your boyfriend.
Yeah, sure.
So like ikifika ile and we're so comfortable, so close that maybe you've broken up with your boyfriend and still friends with him, or we're getting like close and we're getting there. I feel from the word go, the woman also wanted him at some point.
So that answers our question.
And sometimes I think men are easy to lure. So if she wanted it, because I feel if your guy came to me and like mimi sikuwa na any emotions towards him and I didn't know he was vulnerable, I wouldn't do that. That means I also used him for something, to gain something I've been wanting for quite some time.
Yeah, sure.
But okay, does this mean like you attract the same people? For me, so for example, I'm best friends na Precious and I'm liking someone, and he's becoming my boyfriend. And Precious is also liking this person. Does it mean like I attract the same people? Like we are attracted to the same man?
Maybe you guys
Why?
have the same type.
Friends?
Because I've seen a lot of friends, a lot of cases in friends like are attracted to the same guy.
I think it's because when we become friends, we start liking the same thing. Because when I influence you a lot,
Me and my friends hatuna the same taste. Ziko hivi.
Skiza. So I feel when we are friends, I influence you a lot. You influence maybe the clothes that I wear right now, how I do my nails, or the restaurants that I go to right now, or even my other friends, because your friends now will start being my friends. My other friends are going to start being your friends, and maybe I'll start liking what you like, because maybe you keep on explaining, oh, I like guys in suits, I like guys who do this and that, and I'm just like, you wouldn't let me start looking at guys who wear suits.
Does that mean you're not your own person? Because that means I've dragged you
Yeah,
to my person.
true.
I think what really happens is, in my POV, I see the way he's treating you, maybe, or
Yeah.
I see how your partner is treating you, and I want to be treated the same. I feel they're getting you flowers, they are taking you out on dates. Maybe I'm missing that at the moment, and I would love that. So I'll have the idea, kwa akili ya motive, nikuwe na yesi, he'll be doing this for me.
Oh yeah, for me.
But that
To
is
me,
like
he'll be getting me flowers, he'll be doing all that. So I'll get attracted to him for the things he's doing to you, and probably end up, there.
But that is like a fairy tale, because you're a different person with different people. Like you experience people differently. So Nezana, like your boyfriend is treating you nicely. But when I start having a relationship, it totally changes everything, because I'm not the same person as you. But
Or you are just seeing what we want to show you, how corona things behind closed doors.
Yeah, true.
Which relationships? That is a
I feel
beautiful
we need to
thing
have that.
while you're watching.
I feel like we need to have that conversation with a male guest.
Yeah, we will have that. Love is a beautiful thing.
Okay, outside looking in.
So this other person said, I bought ARVs.
Wait, what? Okay.
Maybe guy, watu guy.
Okay.
I bought ARVs, and on the breakup day, my phone keeps. I bought ARVs, and on the breakup day, made sure he saw me. He saw them. I literally swallowed some to prove the point, left the house, and blocked him.
That is so dangerous.
Imagine the emotional turmoil umeacha mtu yini. Ameona ukimeza ARV, and it's someone break up leo. Wewe ukimeza ARVs.
That is dangerous.
Na hujamwongelesha after that, you just leave and block them.
And that means they've been sleeping their protection, right?
That is psychological
Torture!
manipulation, torture, yeah.
Cause really, I will die.
So this is makes me think about what is the thin line between love and hate? Because this is someone you were in love with at maybe say some years back or some months back. You really wanted what's best for this guy or this girl, this person, but right now you want what's worst for them. You just want them to be mentally ill. You want them to be physically ill because you're sending goons and doing all this kind of stuff. So the thick line.
But I think, I think we once talked about how you switch from wanting the best for someone to wanting the worst for them. Ni mtu alikufanyia nini, and as humans we tend to overlook the good and focus on the bad.
Yeah, we talked about that and we said
So
the
that's what
bad
I'm
changes
saying.
everything.
So the bad has changed. I wanted this person to get a car, I wanted them to be successful, I wanted the bad image change. So I want them to die of depression.
Actually, it's not like the bad changing the good. It's about how they made you feel. And when someone hurts you, na uko kwa hiyo energy, you're feeling pain, you're feeling hurt. You don't want to feel the pain alone.
You want to hurt them too.
But
You
definitely
want
they're
them to
always
hurt.
hurting. Because I feel like when you break up, people usually pretend like I'm okay. But deep down, you're hurting on that side and I'm also hurting on this other end.
So those are different people. Kuna
Is
mwenye
it-
atatoa your heart through hurting you back. Kuna ule mwenye atatoa through maybe kuji-isolate, just cutting ties na other people. Kuna ule tu mwenye ataenda like a self-harm,
Is it easier hating someone or leaving?
It depends on the person.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, for me, living is easy. If you don't want me or if I don't want you. Yee.
Safe space.
I consider my exes as dead people. And
I
the
get you.
The Bible says you should not associate.
I
Let the
get
dead
you.
be dead. So I don't associate myself with
Bible.
people. Yeah. So to me, if you're my ex, you're just dead. I don't contact you. I don't text you. Nothing. If you want to stalk me, that's okay. Well and good. If you want to associate with me or anything of the sort, but I'm Christian, and the Bible says, "Let the dead be dead."
Yeah, I'm saying
That's
it depends on the person. Because kuna ule mtu choose living is easier for me, and it allows me to have closure, it allows me to move on and do other things. Like there's life after this breakup. But kuna ule mtu mwenye ako like this has been my whole life. Like I've sacrificed a lot for this person. Maybe she has sacrificed, but the guy, for him it was like Aqua may invest a lot for the relationship, but the girl was like, they may sacrifice Aqua a lot, so I can just leave like that. So at a throw tantrums, kuna time when they'll try like work things out, other times these are subtle revenge plots, and your hatred bado itabaki. No maana like sometimes unapata like mtu alisha move on, ako with another person, but they want the ex. They're bringing the ex kwa
They're
hii
looking for
relationship.
the ex.
Yeah,
in
kwa hii
the new
relationship.
person.
They never left. Adi like anaweza kuwa na compare the two relationships. Like aja move on anyhow, aja move emotionally, psychologically, aja move physically. So they're looking for their ex with this person.
That will be unfair to the current partner.
Yes,
But again,
someone's
Mumbi, I
done.
feel like if you're still looking for pressures in other people, that means you're the one who was on the wrong because,
You're the one who lost.
yeah, you're the one who
Not
lost.
lost. Didn't let go. Or
Why are you not letting go? You know, this is what I'm. If Amon you treated me vibaya, definitely I'll be like, I will let you go with all my heart because I'm like, me being with you, I'm not okay, right? But if I'm the one who was on the wrong and I lost you, if maybe I was the one maybe cheating or doing such things, and now I'll be looking for Amundi in Mumbai, that means I'm the one who was on the wrong. So I feel like these people who are not moving on,
they're on the wrong.
yeah, they are the ones maybe who are on the wrong.
And I think I think the art of letting go is something everyone has mastered.
And it's not easy because letting
Takes
go.
years.
Letting go also means you letting go a part of yourself that you are with
With
that
them,
person.
yeah.
So you actually, it's harder to let go of that self because pia when you're changing, pia self yako in a fight back. You can't let it go easy.
But again, it's easier not carrying the hatred. Honestly,
for you it's easy.
I would rather not carry the hatred and the
For you, it's
whatever
easier.
and just
For a
move
lot
on
of people, it's
peacefully.
not.
So what do you think about these people who usually leave when they're still in the relationship and it's usually easier for them after the relationship? It's like, see we are dating, yes, but nakuacha but you are still dating. You sure
And
know
maybe,
to
yeah.
nakuacha but you're still dating.
I had that
Yes.
somewhere here in my notes. Like
From where?
popular theories about women. So kuna hiyo ya the mental breakup theory now. Like it says women move on emotionally kwanza before they can move on physically. Do you think that's true or wrong or false?
I think that's
Is that
true.
fact or opinion?
I feel if you really pushed her away, she tried. You know, we start at a 10, and at first I believe women treat you how they want to be treated. We show you how unintentionally, kwangi like I'm coming to teach you. I want you to love me this way. I'll do things for you vile ningekuonyesha ndo unilearn ujue my love languages, ujue how loving me is like. And the point known as reciprocate, ama the point I start getting hurt, I'll still probably give a chance or two. And until ifike point yenye you're hurting me consistently, and I start we create a wall and I start unloving you. I don't know, ndakusta kuona vile nilikuwa ku vision before and all that. So I think a part of that is true.
Yes, I agree with that. So for us women, we usually give back what you were given. That's why when a man treats me right, yes, I keep it, and then I'll give it back to him. And that's why when a man gives me his sperm, what do? I keep it, and in return, I give greater. Like I give him a baby, yes. And I've forgotten something I wanted to say about what you said. Oh, so for us ladies, we usually complain when we're still there. So, if maybe I want you to be coming home early, or if you see a woman complaining, that means they still love you. But the moment they stop, the moment we are quiet, yeah,
It's a done deal.
it's a done deal. So if she's still complaining, to the guys who are watching this, if she's still complaining, if she's still asking you a lot of questions, if she's still calling you and texting you all the time, you're safe, brother. But the moment she keeps quiet, ooh, kapish kaput.
This reminds
Done.
me, I was having a conversation with someone some time back, and they were saying they believe if a girl loves you, lazima kuwe na tantrums. Is that true?
Yeah, true.
I believe it depends on the person because there's a type of girl who doesn't do drama.
Hey, mi kana kupenda, why?
Maybe kind of
There's
I'll
a type of
actually
girl
be
who
calm.
doesn't do drama. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm the
And then there's a type of girl who becomes beautiful in a relationship.
If you're treated
Like
right,
and I glow up. No,
if you're treated right,
okay, there is treating a lady
If
right.
you're happy, if you're content.
Yeah, but there's this type of girl when you relationship, you'll just notice a difference.
if you're treated right, definitely you're going to glow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mkona nini zingine?
Oh, uko na ingine, niko na moja tu yenye ilinishtua, but so someone said good thing I'm still with him, but bad thing I slept with his father. How do you sleep with your father-in-law?
Okay.
And is this song?
Father-in-law.
I go date your father. But
How Okay. You know,
But ngoja.
How does your father sleep with like?
So see, someone has cheated. Okay. So this person says they're still with the guy, they're still with the person, which is a good thing to her. But the bad thing is that she already slept with his father.
So when they had like a breakup, maybe, or the kanini, the lady
She went ahead and slept with the father-in-law. Gotten it?
I have. And
Women in
it's
Mansfield.
maybe for me.
That's okay.
How do you get to sleep with your father-in-law?
I don't think
Unaanza
that's
aje?
nice. I don't
Okay, I
think
don't
that's
think
nice.
we're judging anyone here.
Okay, we're not
but
You're
judging.
not judging, you just want to
but-
understand.
how it happens. No,
Yeah.
it happens. It happens.
Can
But
you
I
Okay, so
feel-
this lady, I feel like you see the way we usually. Do you know this theory of how people love the same person? Like you find like your dad,
Kuna hiyo theory.
Yeah,
People
like
love the same part.
the same type
Person,
of person,
okay.
Like you find like, let me use your dad for example. Your dad maybe likes
His son.
brown petite ladies, and then now his son, now your brother, will also like petite brown ladies. So
It's
that's
the same.
Kind of makes sense.
Kama alikuwa apenda wasichana, you find unintentionally. Okay, I don't want to believe in that sana, because some people misuse
But is
it.
that revenge? I feel sometimes.
that's not revenge.
I
That is
feel sometimes tuna confuse revenge na just something else.
And does
Like,
the guy know?
Would you? This is a secret that should be kept forever. If I don't know,
How do you get the guts za kulala
Maybe-
na mtu ukijuanga ulala na baba yake? Like, hey,
but you know something else. We also have these people who have really taken good care of themselves. Okay.
No, no,
No.
we
We are not judging, right? But
listen.
you know, at
like
first,
at his 50s, but
but they
It
still
looks
look
nice.
nice. You just look at someone and you're like, okay.
Mm.
Okay. So, hey, let me.
Hadi maneno guy, unamfanya
Someone
somebody
is
is gonna
sure.
lie.
I think we said this last time. It's not, I don't know. I'm not sure, but someone used to tell me that we talked about this last time. Men wanaanza like their greatest years and their best selves. Okay,
yeah.
45.
Ah.
But for women,
But that time-
degrade. So maybe that could be it.
Yeah, but I feel like we should not agree with this person, because I feel like even when you look at the our community what, hey,
Standards.
morals don't allow such things, because I feel like this is something that happened like a long time ago in the days of yore, angepatiwa punishment ingine mbaya sana.
Wamebaniwa kwa society. Something of the sort. So yeah. But again, I think normalize. You see how normalize someone with the wababa thing. So probably
That's it.
that's iko tu hapo kwa the
But
same.
imagine going for family gatherings and
Hadi siku ya
Say the
mahali,
same
siku ya
people.
jawari, ako mwire tu. Sijui.
Okay.
Wait, does the
Kuzuia
father?
wapi?
Wait, does even the father mwenye alilalwa na yeye alilalwa na yeye? Is that Kiswahili? Okay, you guys get what I'm saying.
yeah.
Does he know huyu ni girlfriend ya son wake?
I'm sure
I
that
don't know, maybe the guy that died,
or
something.
maybe it just
Or maybe alimtrap and
maybe you know.
like alikuwa like, hi, I'm just this person. I mean,
But I am thinking about it. What did this guy do so that this lady?
and how did they even get back together?
But
But
at the
if
end of
he had
the
done
day-
something,
I don't think it's what someone did to you. At the end of the day, it's how you choose to respond.
yeah,
So,
true.
It's
And
just-
people know what they're fucking doing. Hiyo ni kitu nashinda nikisema.
Yeah, true.
Me and my friend keep on saying, people know what they're fucking doing. Mtu asiwahi kuambia I was hurt, that's why I reacted this way. Mtu asiwahi kuambia. Okay, sometimes
What about you? If you were hurt,
How do you
that
behave
is
when
the
you are hurt?
past. That is the okay. Sometimes we out of emotions, the things we say and do that we don't mean deeply, but kuna zingine ukianalyze vizuri unaangalianga uko like mtu alikuwa anangoja time ya kuwa nifanyie hii kitu.
May I have a question?
Yes.
Is it that you don't mean it? or is it that you have been having those thoughts? Ni vile it will be impolite if you said it, or morally it will hurt someone else.
There's a
But
thin
ni
line.
thoughts zako zenye zimekuwa within you.
There's a thin line. That's why nimesema some people, see some like people know what they're doing. Juu siwezi kuja nikwambie nilikuongelesha hivyo juu ya pombe. Juu nilikuwa mlevi.
I'm thinking
That is something I've been meaning to tell you.
yeah,
Oh my
ni vile inaweza hurt mtu and you're scared and I get hurt.
But again,
Or
But
niko na
it's
liquid
your thoughts,
confidence.
because out Bible inasemanga out from the abundance of your heart, like
The
your
mouth
words
is
flow.
speaketh.
Yeah, but it's just what you've been meaning to say.
Umepata hujapata chance.
Makes
Sasa
a
uko
lot
na
of
liquid
sense.
confidence.
Makes a lot of sense.
My last one was this one. The first one was so nice enough. Alinitumia voice note akiniexplainia, but it wasn't a revenge. It was a sweet way of telling them we are
Right.
done. Okay, so the girl came and asked this person for money. Like, you see, we break up and then I come and tell you, I precious unitumie pesa. Nikwambie mi sina. After nimekwambia sina, I go and get like a half sleeve tattoo ya the whole hand. That is quite expensive when it's like really shaded vizuri. And then I post it. And then ukuje uniulize, why didn't you give me money? Nikikuomba, yet you went ahead and got the tattoo.
I
Show
don't
my
get the
ex.
story. Since I get your story, like, okay, to say for example, me, we've broken up with you,
Yes.
on my door, and then the next time you see me with a tattoo.
See the next time jioni yake. Like in the evening, unione na
The one
tattoo.
who said doesn't have mine.
Oh, okay.
So you're mad and you come, uko like, I thought you told me una money. How comes you have like a sleeve, a full tattoo yenye? It's quite
Yes,
expensive. And my friend akajibu mtu akamwambia, last I checked, we were broken up. And my money is my money. I do whatever I want with my money. I'm so proud.
Okay.
So
Oh my God.
the girl akamblock. Hawajaiongea tena.
Wait, so the guy ndo alikuwa anaomba the girl do.
No, the girl ndo alikuwa anaomba do. So alimblock juu amenyimwa pesa na ameambiwa pesa zangu ni zangu.
So your friend is the guy?
Yeah.
Oh. Hapo ndo umenichanganya. I'm sorry. I get.
But I think, okay.
What do you think about this story? Women asking for their boyfriend's money.
Funny how.
Nini? How is it called? Girlfriend allowance.
Yeah, itishangu. See, it's the person giving you out of their own will.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I think,
Like here's a girlfriend, you're asking your boyfriend, you know it, and it's like 5K.
I think the guy needs to be sober enough to know that this lady needs mine. Like, why should I ask for it? And the way, I'll just go back to the Bible, the way we were created. I'm just going to use this lame excuse.
So you know it's a mix.
You see, the way we were created, God created man to give and woman to receive.
Oh my God.
That's why even if you look at our private parts,
Naweza kwenda kuja chachi yako.
private parts, I'm explaining. Let me talk. So you see, that's why even if you look at our private parts, the guys looks like it's giving, and for the lady it's receiving.
Okay.
Yeah, so the man is supposed to provide for his woman.
I get your point.
Yes.
I asked someone. We were having, it's a conversation that led me to questionnaire. Where do you draw the line between boyfriend duties and father duties?
And husband duties.
Okay, kwa boyfriend nilikuwa nimetam yote. Partner duties and father duties. And this person, theory yake ilikuwa, as men, they are built to provide, to nurture, to, to nurture ni ya women, like to provide, to care, protect, all those things. So the big things ndo tu hafai kuhandle, like school fees, unless ako in the capacity to and anataka kuku, like hizo. But the rest, and explanation yake it is okay as long as you guys ushaniambia, si tukuje tu niambie nataka 5K urgently. Like, one, do you know my financial position ya kukupea your 5K? Two, at what point are we in this relationships? I just don't meet you. Hi, how are you? Nipe 5k. The same way imeisha. You see those stories za watu wanasemanga alipewa namba jana, kesho yake sijui kuna machango ushago.
Guy. Okay.
You've never had this story.
I've had.
So besides your point, hizi zingine after the relationship is long, like months in, and these people love each other, and the purpose ya pia hizi like it's open enough. Mimi nikikwambia nataka hii pesa, you know, if I'm going out with the girls, you know, nimekuomba pesa niende out with the girls. If I'm going to dinner with my best friend, you know, if I'm going for my nails and pedicure money and all that, unajua. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Okay,
No, not
maybe I have a different opinion.
Okay.
Like for me, I'd only ask my boyfriend for money if I really, really need it. One, because please nimetoka. Background yangu hizi nielewa kuomba do. Not because that like we have, but because nimelelewa in a way yenye it's hard for me like kuitisha do. Even it's hard for me to ask my mom money if I'm in a ditch. So it's hard for me kuitisha boy do. Like na feeling aibu nikiitisha mtu pesa. Then kitu yenye mimi naonanga for like a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, vile umesema, na feel like ina depend na place mmefika in the relationship and how you need that, like the situation you're in. Alafu na feel how are you with finances, you as a woman, like ukipewa your let's say 5k, how do you use your finances umepewa, even if it's your boyfriend. Me na feeling like for men they need to really look at how a girl handles the money he gives her, because that is a major red flag for women. Ile yenye unataka like today you want 5k, hakuna kenye umefanyia, like unasema intangible, labda you just gone and bought the latest shoes or just done something and it's not worthwhile. So for me I feel for women ni relationship yenye mmefika wapi, how much do you trust each other, relationship penye mmefika wapi, because at the end of the day ni investment, and how does a man invest to a woman?
I have a counter for
Money
that.
na
So, for example, you met a guy.
I met a guy
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
It's an example. For instance.
No, like na
Another
time
for
frame.
example,
Yeah.
umepatana with this guy, and the first thing he does is, just knowing you, he's already sending you money. For just you guys, you go out for a date and then anakutumia pesa just for no
I haven't
apparent
asked
reason.
him.
Yeah, you haven't.
And that's how it's supposed to be. You shouldn't ask.
Here
It's
we are.
supposed to
I'm
be-
landing. So yeah, you've not even been asking. He's the one sending you. But this one day hamjakuwa na yeye, mjaonana, hajakutumia, and you really need cash. Utaifind bado ngumu kuitisha that person.
I'd ask him because at this point maybe I trust him, but for me it's a major red flag if I meet you today and you start giving me money. Mumbi, you're my friend. I do, I think. Yeah, and I also have. It's so weird if a guy just meets you today. I like for Misha. It's like
But you have such
he's buying me.
guys.
Me, I feel like
Luo
he's
men.
buying me. Ama he's
You're
finding
not sure about this. But Luo men
nini
do
yake,
that.
courage yake comes from him giving women mind, like kuonyesha like I can buy you, ama I can.
Excuse
Me, I
you?
feel that is
Okay,
and
no.
that is a major red flag.
What if he just doesn't give you money? He gives you, he does the cute things for
It's
you.
Maybe that's
depends
his
pia,
love
'cause,
language.
that's okay. Gift pia ina depend. Always ni meet leo na unipe gift ya gari. Utaanza na gift sato, earrings. Maybe I love books, you buy me a book. Like unaona inaendanga increase same way na women.
Why are you
the way-
limiting yourself a Monday?
I'm not limiting myself.
Lakini pia unaweza patana na mtu leo na kununulia gari. Hiyo iko kwa soap operas and all those things.
Yeah, but we're living. It's like a dream come true. We're living the dream.
Okay, for you it's
Snap
for you
out.
it's a different thing. For you it's a different, but for me that is a major red flag. Like ni miss leo mtu anipea 100k. Bro, you don't need a 100k in this economy.
Wacha kuniweka kwa kal, tunani sacrifice, si ndio? Like
Or a million or something.
I feel like we have those people who 100k is nothing to them.
Precious.
It's like the way we walk out here and I buy you something, maybe buy you lunch. You see, that is okay. It's something, but it's okay. Let me say it's something maybe someone can afford. Like this person, if they buy you lunch, it's not like they're going home to sleep hungry because they bought you lunch, you know. So
But
I
you
feel like we
don't
have
see
these
that
people who, if they give you 100k, 200k, or they give you one of their cars, it's just like the way you can come to my place and I give you one of my bangles.
That is
It's-
okay.
It's not like I'm not going to have more bangles.
That is okay, Precious, but tunaangalia hiyo
I just
relationship iko
met
na
you.
uzito gani. Okay, tuweke hii na flip side. Precious, we met a guy today. Utamwambia all things. Emotionally, will you pour out all things? Ama utaanza
Definitely
step by
I'll
step.
have limitations.
Exactly.
Same. So for him,
Right.
itakuwa hivyo step by step by step.
But haven't you ever met these people who you sit down and talk with them and the conversation just flows?
But
It's
utakwambia
different than cash flow.
something that happened to you 8 years ago that still haunts you in your dreams.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so like step by step. I had a different question, which is worse. If he broke up with you or you broke up with him. It doesn't matter, like situation in a card, which is worse if he broke up with you or you broke up with him.
Both are worse.
Both. Okay.
Jew, by the time I'm breaking up with someone, it means I am done. So, for instance, we were dating. I love this person. I love. Ati tu watu wajuangi kama najua kupenda. Sadly. But that means I loved this person so much. So by the time I'm like unloving this person, I'm breaking up with them, it will hurt me. Also, if my partner also breaks up
Wait.
with me,
Hold up. If you broke up with them, it will hurt you.
by the time I'm getting to the decision ya breaking up with someone, haiwezi kuwa tu nimeamka na okay, story for another day. Yeye yafaa podcast yake ni run tu vizuri. Like hauwezi tu amka na upendi mtu. That means you didn't love the person ama there was something involved hapo ndani kamote or whatever. See. So, by the time nafika ku break up na wewe means nisha either bottle all the emotions na nimedeal nazo or I'm leaving you ndo nikabottle my emotions and deal with them. By the time you're also breaking up with me, I'll get hurt. So unaona. So hakuna nzuri.
So you
Yeah,
prefer
because,
like
like,
relationship ended to
Sisi wote
once
tunataka-
tu kitu moja tu like once tu muonane
That
like
will still
never
hurt.
you stopped talking.
That will still hurt. That's actually worse.
Because that means you love this person at some point.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
true. And for me, I feel like if I'm the one ending the relationship, that means it's hurting me now because this is someone I love, but I am breaking up with them because of some circumstances maybe that cannot be avoided. That means it hurts me. It hurts to leave someone you once loved. It
Someone
also
to picture the future with and all that.
and it also hurts someone leaving you. Like, why are you leaving me? Why?
So for you both anyone
Yeah, for that. Because imagine making
Hard.
this decision that is very hard for you, that maybe you even have to consult from some people and talk to Mumbi, oh, this person has been doing this and this and this and this, and I feel like I'm really done. What do you think? They advise you and all that. But at the end of the day, the decision is mine to make, right? To be like, you know what, we can't do this anymore, and you know.
Okay. I didn't know practicing is the one you know sentences.
And you know that's actually the worst part. Juu uta practice alafu mkishafika hapo whatever you're saying is not
Or
even what you
maybe-
rehearsed.
I know, and maybe
Oh, yeah,
maybe
no,
when you're
okay.
doing it,
Yeah.
it's not hurting because this you've been hurting throughout, and now you're like, you know what?
I'm done.
Kapish kaput. Come rain, come sunshine. I'm good dad.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, for me, I feel if he broke up with me, it definitely hurt more. Do you know why? Because I already told you I am afraid of rejection. Like rejection hits me harder. But if I'm breaking up with him, already emotionally process, I'm just looking for closure and clarity. So it won't hurt as much. It hurt your moment yenye. I feel his pain, but the moment nimetoka hapo.
Kendo kai peke yako utaifikiria.
Already nimesha process.
Oh.
So.
Would you also think about maybe this is a wrong decision? Maybe I could have given him more time, and maybe he could have changed. Or
Someone told me. Someone told me a small red flag. No, your makosa kidogo is enough. If it's a major red flag, like get out before it becomes too much for you.
Because
Unasema it becomes harder ku break the relationship. So you're ndogo too.
But now sometimes we think about the good things that you always
That's
think.
what I do.
We are human.
Good things. Everyone is good and everyone is bad. What if they're bad outweighs the good?
But I think you should always remember how it felt, and then when you remember that, you'll be like, you know what?
Yeah, that's what hurts.
Go. Yeah, that at least when you keep on remembering that, you'll be like, just get out of my life.
Do you ever get to a point you can't like forget? You forgive, you think you've healed and move on, and even probably
Something
date,
triggers.
but small things still trigger you to remember this person. Unapita marashi ya mtu inakukumbusha mtu fulani, uko like, Father Lord, I thought I was over this.
That happens.
Yeah, that happens.
Cause forgiving, moving on, it's a step by step process.
Yeah.
So like every day,
Kidogo,
kidogo mpaka mara ya mwisho you'll be like,
You're cool.
Yeah.
Cool with
it's a
it.
You see the
process.
person who
Have more
can
for us?
ghost.
Yeah. So let's talk about the woman's instincts. So isn't it in a real chat, if you've ever been in one, your instinct said no to that guy about that relationship, and you ended up saying yes, and at the end of the day, in the long run, you found out that your instinct was actually
Right.
correct ongeingia kwa hiyo relationship.
I think I've been there.
I've also been there.
Okay, I've been there, but I feel it's because of the. Love is stupid.
Love is a beautiful thing.
When we started, I just felt like, you know what, this is just not right. But when you keep on looking at the same person, you're just like, oh my god, the way he dresses. Okay, I love people who know how to dress.
Yeah,
and
I know.
People who know how to take care of themselves. Like, when someone comes in, you just see they're well groomed. I also love people who are eloquent and intelligent, and that is what I was just looking at, and I just forgot all these other things, and it didn't end up well because this person was an avoidant. Oh, I hate avoidance. Okay, edit out to edit out, please. But avoidance, the people who are their attachment style is avoidant.
Mm.
Oh my god, these people are going to
hell.
they will take you to hell for real.
It's true though. Like that is how I feel Nikki connect with an avoidance person. A communication, like something small, kama communication in ngumu.
Yeah, they D&D all the time. They didn't want you guys to
Correct.
just meet and talk about something. I feel like the worst people you can date is an avoidant because they don't care. You see these people who are like walipelekwa boarding wakikula
Tread slowly.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've also had situations where my instincts told me no.
But
It's
who and I?
It's like, that's my heart also. Like my heart also has a
The heart
voice.
wants what it wants.
Yeah, but yeah, so do you think that is like a fact or that is an opinion?
I think it's a fact because that time I didn't follow my gut. Karibu nililia kwa choo. Niweke karibu nililia kwa choo because someone told me to try it. I've not tried it bado, but you guys tell me. Someone told me that it's peaceful. Actually,
Kwa shower.
no, yeah, lisema like sitting down. There were two ladies and me nilikuwa like I've never, and wao walikuwa like you should try it. I've not tried it but sijapata time ya like sijapata kitu ya kunilid there. So fine, I hope I don't. But I think not choosing to follow your gut, universe inakuwekanga hapo inakwambia niachie hivyo. Na haki kitakuramba.
Sifunzwa na mama.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so how do you feel when you find your ex has moved on? Nah, maybe the first okay, you know the girl and maybe you feel insecure. Like maybe you feel like she's ile time when women tunakuanga like tunajicompare with maybe the new girlfriend and you feel maybe the new girlfriend is better ama she's more perfect. Do you feel jealous? Inakuanga jealousy, inakuanga anger, inakuanga insecurity, indifference.
I've never felt insecure. I've never felt anything about my replacements.
Why do you say knee replacements?
Like sini after me, so si amekuja mali nilikuwa.
They're taking your
I
leftovers.
feel that is wrong kusema replacement.
So many replaced. Okay, sawa.
That is a wrong word to use here.
Okay, sawa. Let me
replace someone.
yeah, I've never felt anything towards
I don't know.
how. Do one thing and for sure.
Mm.
Not to Groot.
Oh, relief. You also feel relief.
When I see them. No, CJG compared that. Do one, what this person saw in me could not be the same thing they're seeing in them.
Yeah,
What
true.
I give them will never be the same. Yenye wanapewa. How I treated you will never be the same. Na how this person is treating you.
I have had.
Ngoja niland. Kwa sababu, one thing, and it has been proven. You see most of my...
Tunafaa kupause.
Okay, one thing and for sure. You see most of my... Sina wengi. Like you see the people I've broken up with. At one point wametaka kurudi. Or wametaka kukua like I've looked all over. Wote.
Okay.
And honestly, most times things have ended. It's only one time something has ever ended juu yangu.
Okay.
Na hiyo, I was like in other position. I hakukuwa na anything. We just had to like, you know. But
So it was an agreement.
It was an agreement.
That's nice.
True.
Okay.
Mimi si feeling anything juu. After all, if bado anataka kukuja kuniongelesha and all that and you're there.
So, do you feel it has an impact on a girl, like on a woman?
Mimi anikaa kiburi.
Because sometimes when like a guy can treat their ex badly, but maybe when they have a new girlfriend, when he's like starts treating them nicely, like suddenly they become this man, this model.
That means they want the
Not really
soulmates.
following up on my exes. I'm wondering why sometimes someone can move out of a relationship but she's still jealous. Maybe anajishuku, maybe how she looks, anajicompare. Why do women compare themselves?
I feel like now at this point women will compare themselves just because maybe the guy is the one who ended the relationship, and immediately after they ended the relationship they replaced. You're saying
Or they cheated during.
Yeah, or they were pursuing that relationship when they're still with you. And that's why they start maybe treating you bad because they feel like they have a greater person out there, and now they just want you to get out on the way and they just bring this other person. And because maybe they've been looking for such a person, and they feel like now this person is also better than you. Yeah, and for the ladies, yes, they are going to compare themselves because they're just like, I still love this guy, so why did she take like Precious? Is it because Precious is short, or is it because maybe she's a little bit brown, or she has dreads? Maybe he has something for girls with dreads, or just anything. But it's not good to compare because it's comparison now. No.
I think
I
it
feel
aligns na self-esteem.
Yeah, I also need self-esteem, but pia the guy anaweza kuna zile relationship yenye uko emotionally abused but you don't know. So like maybe it's the guy who compares you to the other woman, like and project his insecurities to you. So at the end of the day, you feel like maybe I'm the problem.
And I feel like most of the time ladies are the ones who compare, because for
Yeah.
men, they usually feel like when you leave them go to other person, they don't usually look at the looks, they just really went to this other person just because he has more money than him most of the time. Yeah.
Okay. DOP anasema it's a rap time. But then today we had two DOPs. Baby, say hi.
Seriously?
Siseme hi.
Hi.
Yeah, that is DOP or DOP. And then you have Sir James. Sir James, say hi.
Who's
Yeah, so how do you feel? I feel nice. Yeah.
Guys, mnahitaji therapy.
Yeah, continuous therapy is nice for the soul. If therapy works for you, that is.
Tulikuwa tumestore things ready to come the whole week.
Yeah. So guys, hi. I'm Amundi. Award. See you next time.
Precious Mashare. See you next time.
I am Mumi Washira. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at Let's Talk _
Ha!
Yes, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.